Well, maybe it's not going to be that quick. There's been a lot of counter utility expended early on the Cypher, denying them at least some early presence. And in fact, it's going to be sick to find the first pick. A quick couple of trades back from GMD, however, is going to make things that little bit more awkward. In fact, Omen's just on ham in the pistol round, leaving just 2 players remaining, but one of them being Sinatra. Found the kill back of the shot dart, but it's Shawn, the new man on the block, to close out the pistol round. Opponents of Sentinels have got those rifles, looking to try and take this one home. GenG in a pretty powerful position. They're not going to clear the edge of his smoke, and ShahZaM eventually gets the trade. Damage being done, but Shawn's left so blind. However, the trades come back thick and fast, and somehow Gen.G have managed to take home a 3rd round.
To be like this, and you can tell Sentinels playing off of the site, just trying to at least get a frag before they make their way to the site. And something that zombs could do, and the rolling thunder
30
from Sick is
seconds
going
left.
to come through onto the site. It's just going to be Shawn now with the help of player 1, trying to make something of this round in the 2 versus 4. So many people waiting for them. Sick brings it in, but Shawn with the Empress now has to try and clutch it out as much as possible. The reload is super awkward.
So realistically, there's not as much of a hold now, and it's really on to zombs to do a good job. He's already going to lose a teammate, and in fact, it's huynh who's just going to go straight into the site. A double entry for him. That should be round over. I'm finding it difficult to see a way that they get back into this, but it seems that the Sentinels are still going to try, and try they might. One by one they fall, and you can see Sick just trying his best to escape what has been a fantastic round once again, and Freyna has been formidable thus far, and it looks like his teammates are going to be alongside him here. Player 1 gets a pick, but eventually gets traded from Sinatraa. Now both players coming from the heavens, going to try and wrap back in, but it's clean from GMD. Left all onto the big man himself. Sinatraa in a 1 versus 2, trying to find out information of where the last 2 players are, but Shawn, he's going to go peeking, no fear from this man. A triple kill for him again. Everybody knows where everybody is at this stage, Brian. That may not mean too much. Nice double entry, though. 2 kills back in. They've got to get past the tripwire, and in fact, that actually ends up giving away a frag. MkaeL at the back of the site, a lot of information. Tries to play through, but it's dapr to find the kill. Now GMD a little bit further away than maybe he would have liked. You're going to see the spike spammed. He's trying to get him through the wall, but he's got completely the wrong angle. It's just being stuck all the way through, and dapr's got his teammates back. 1 kill would at least get him his ultimate, and that's what he's hoping for. There's the spam through, and straight through is the rolling thunder. I don't know if that was part of the plan, but it seems to have at least died or denied a little bit of extra presence. The thing is, though, GMD has actually teleported across to the site with the spike. However, getting it down is going to be very difficult now. This setup from Sentinels has worked almost perfectly. A 2 versus 5 to bring this back. Well, I'd be very impressed.
Frostly so far, but Shawn's going to try and push out. Zombs just spots in.
Still, though, he's got to be careful. Already tagged relatively low. Looking for a peek back into the site. A slightly whiff shot, and actually the kills are coming back once again. It seems like this Gen.G roster are just on fire. Individually, player 1 picks off 1 more. And while he may have got 2 kills in this round, but he will get no more. 8-4 in favor of Gen.G. A little bit longer, but it's going to be a long while before we see any more of those coming in to try and deny defusals. A little bit of chip damage as they look to enter back in, but Shawn's already found another one. Playing similarly what we've seen from Sinatraa with his pistol, and wow, this is trading back and forth, but the fact is, again, it always seems to be left to Sinatraa. 21 HP, they're already defusing the spike. Manages the first kill with no damage, the second comes through. It's a very nice attempt from Sinatraa, particularly pretty buy, but they're going to try and make it work. Now they've got some aggression in the team, and actually, that's a superb paranoia. GMD might have just single-handedly won them the round. He's gained 2 kills, make that a 3rd. What a ridiculous play from GMD.
Over there, they're expecting this B hit.
MkaeL push to the back of the site, taking a little bit of damage, and actually ShahZaM has managed to get the opener. He's all on his own. He needs the multi-frag, and he gets absolutely nothing. I know
exactly where you are.
They're going to get information of where the remaining couple of players are, and that actually leaves Shawn in a pretty awkward position. I say that. He has popped the Empress. Now that first kill brings this round back into the realms of possibility, but ShahZaM has just gone on an absolute tear, looking to try and do this all on his own. Eventually will get shut down. The spike has been ticking. Counter utility being expended, and it seems like on the other side of things, huynh might just be making the decision to hold on to some of his weaponry. Not wanting to throw everything in this round, but for Shawn, he just wants to try and hold them into the site, deny them anything in the save, and he's just absolutely destroying them. We may even just see the remaining player just opt to try and die to this flag. He's not quite going to get the ace. He has made this a very costly round when huyhn's there at the end.
Furries have not caught anything, I don't think. They've just been a miss, unfortunately, from sinatraa. Zombs now from the shadows to make his way over to A. Not going to sight. And I think Gen.G might back up to say, just to check, the cypher's already there. Player one's maybe expecting that kind of play, but zombs has still opened things up. It's really a case of what player one could do. His position's been given up, but he's still able to get dapr. Luckily, sinatra's played up that play.
Shadows.
The omen teleport. It's got intel, but it's not going to get much more.
Well, a man that I think even Sentinels might have learnt to fear a little bit. Shawn is still standing. He's up alongside GMD as well. Both of them have had an incredible match, proving what this team has got. Even a little bit of spam through the corner box could be enough to get them the first opening pick, but I like it. The play around the edge of the smoke, sinatraa. He's going to get himself one, but it comes down to the 1v1. Shawn a little bit tagged, his opponent much weaker, and he gets the kill. Just 4 HP to close out the match. It's Gen.G. This is a 13-5. And while we had a little bit of a moment in there, I was looking at what's the worst performances they've ever had.
The execute is going to come in on the side of Sentinels, though. The player's pushing through mid. Player one, I love this position that he's in. He's trying to face even more, but literally gets face to face with sinatraa at this point. Sick, walling up. We see that a lot. He's coming through, but already damage is done before the plant is even going to come in from Sick. MkaeL making a play. Interestingly, moved over from the silver to the omen.
Oh, MkaeL, 14 HP, and it's going to be his counterpart to take him down. It will be the first round going the way of Sentinels. Obviously, ShahZaM looking to try and save up as much credits as humanly possible. And what, the defense as well as I know as well, that if mid's going to be a high point of contention, that's where you send your stack.
One player remaining.
Relying on the fact that they don't check him at this point to maybe steal a kill or two, and he eventually gets it through. At the same time, though, he is still stuck in this corner. The spike, in the meantime, has gone rotating all the way back around. Now, could realistically make a play in towards the A site. That might be easier said than done, although I think it's going to be his only choice at this point. It still seems like dapr, however, is looking for that clutch, wanting to try and pick the two different players, and may not even realize that his opponent is sat in the corner. He's going to spot him out. He even tags him at the end, even though he sat right behind him. The attacking side have almost been completely halted. They're stuck back towards heaven. A one-way smoke giving at least a little bit, but well, maybe not so much of a one-way after all. sinatraa trying to kill hit the singer. However, it doesn't seem to matter. A nigh-on flawless round with only one loss for Gen.G.
Early pressure put in from Sentinels and sinatraa. This aftershock could actually get quite a lot with all of the smokes here and all of the stunts. It could have easily cut out sinatraa, but player one, he's been amazing so far, anchoring both the A and B sites. MkaeL is still on the ground.
You will not kill my
The resurrect is going to come through, but MkaeL has been there waiting. Two of the easiest frags that he'll be able to have. Gen.G have just done such a job passively picking their fights, and now it's all up for dapr to clutch in this 1 versus 2. Is capable, he has his ultimate, gets one kill, uses it, finds out where the other one is, can make a play, but Gen.G's movement is just so clutch here.
That could be all the information he needs. The possibility of 2 individual fights. Even with the plant going down, they're happy to just wait. They're going to wait until they basically meet up, fight this one together. Push going to be coming in from huynh. He spots out his opponent, but at the same time, he doesn't actually have a gun. So he needs to try and bait for MkaeL. dapr lines them both up. 2 instant headshots. Not fight this at all. It will be an afterplant.
Player one's still got his utility set up. It will break now. The retake's going to commit, and Gen.G seem quite happy to do. huynh actually gets a kill. He's been whipping his shots all throughout the round, but he's able to get such a key trap. Sick is on the side. There isn't too much to really work with. Last alive. straightforward. Gen.G just know how to pick their fights and how to go about it. So at least on mid, so they want to push as soon as possible because the rotation is coming in from Gen.G. Now this is going to be sinatraa. He gets hit by huynh before the rocket gets fired off. huynh misses so many shots, but always hits the ones that he really needs to hit. This is so good from him. Shawn has a really nice position. huynh even better though. They're all trying to take these fights. And it's just
30
zombs
seconds
in this
left.
corner. They're just staring how he's that spike never might get to the site. What play from huynh?
It's really, really reliant on your openers playing well. And thus far, they've been a little bit quiet. Again, it's this man on the defensive side. It's huynh to kick things off. Sure, this round, slightly less invested, but if he's feeling it with an operator, that is a truly terrifying prospect. Because as said in the last, it's rare that he has two quiet maps. Well, he wasn't exactly carrying them in the last one. I think we can give that one down to Shawn.
Fights no effect is going to show up exactly where this first plant is going to be held from Sentinels, so they might need to change up their position. And GMD getting that first frag and flashing onto the site, and opening this come in, but look at 6th position, and he's not going to be beaten out by it. The blast pack is actually super good from Shawn just to avoid that, and he even gets to pick up the ShahZaM. MkaeL is killed into the high ground. Six trying to heal, but he's taking damage. GMD works on through. The punch should go in. Shawn's going to get some damage in, but mostly gets hit himself at this point. It's a fall versus fall retake. The rolling thunder is going to come through. It's much more aggressive at the side of Gen.G. MkaeL's the first to get the frag onto this retake, clearing as many angles as possible. But Sentinels are completely spread out.
You will not kill my ally.
Managed to get the resin, but I don't think it matters. They've got the defuse almost all the way already. And I'm actually blown away with how impressive some of these retakes have been from Gen.G. They've taken a 9-3 half.
This armor that they might have, or just do as much damage as they possibly can. And this retake position, this post plant, isn't ideal from Gen.G, who are mostly still stuck on the site, other than player one, who wants to try and wrap around to the high ground, but there is going to be a wall there to stop them. In that time, dapr's got the first kill. He's got to try and run all the way to the site to stop him, but sinatraa knows that he's coming.
Now, well, it's looking like they're struggling a little bit here, and again, we're going to see an aggressive push into the site. dapr only has a pistol, and so does huynh. But this is where the slaughter begins. MkaeL only going to be able to get one. I'm sure it's a little bit of extra damage, but anything done whatsoever. And in the meantime, the attackers have managed to get control of the site, although it's definitely not ideal. A little bit close from the boom bomb, but in fact, 6 falls. The trade's coming back to the Kaboose. ShahZaM needs to do something with this operator, and it's going to be GMD to put things firmly in the favor of Gen.G.
Just need to go for it.
Managed to gain a little bit of ground, and 2 quick kills come in for them. The res onto dapr makes this more than possible, and somehow it's now left all onto player one. Surely there's no way he brings this back. A lifeline for the Sentinels. Is out, and now it's left onto the sole defender of dapr to try and hold the line. He started off strong with 10 HP, and actually, he's still going. Another kill for him. ShahZaM even chiming in as well. It comes down to a 2 versus 1. Zombs to stop them hitting 12, stop them hitting map point. And he's in a pretty good position. He's still got his paranoia available. A little bit of dark cover wouldn't go amiss. And there goes the paranoia. The peak comes out straight away from player one, though.
A lot more on mid this time, but this execute's going to be electric from Gen.G. ShahZaM is flashed, and he is going to be hunted down with that ult. Zombs just doesn't hit his shots at all. They should at least get the frag. Shawn's up with this.
It is done. sinatraa 1 versus 5 to keep them in this open bracket. They will be back for the close one, but for now the door is closed on Sentinel. It is Gen.G. A swift 2-0. 11 rounds is all they get over 2 maps.